Finds it to 25, breaks a couple of tackles, and look at him go! He could go all the way! Touchdown! Touchdown! Touchdown!
Pass to Bozo, the tight end, and it bounced before he could catch it. So that'll be an incompletion.
17, Scott Smith. Second out and 10.
The man in motion for the Crusaders on that play was Kevin Humes. Well, we can expect the Crusaders to throw the ball quite a bit. They've put it up over 300 times this year in approximately 8 or 9 occasions. So a lot of air activity for the Crusaders this year. It is 2nd and 10 in the first quarter, and McKay coming up in an I formation with his backs, Root and Frazzini behind him. A little bit of motion, it looked like, at the line of scrimmage. He's looking for someone over to the middle, and it's Mark Bozo, and he had it, and he dropped it. And that would have been a first down. That was a 10-yard pass pattern executed perfectly from Bozo's point of view until the ball got there, and then he could not hang on.
Okay, it's 3rd and 10 for the Crusaders. They will definitely look like a team that likes to pass the ball. Number 1, Bozel's looks like he's running into plays. And we have 22, Brian Frazzini in there now.
Well, it's a passing situation once again, Mike. They've thrown the ball twice and both incomplete, both to Mark Bozo. And they're going to have to probably put it up again. Number 87, Humes, is wide on the near side, and it looks like he's the intended receiver. He is. The ball is on the money, and it'll be a first down for the Crusaders. Making the stop there for the Brahmas was number 2, T.J. Troop. Well, a good play for the Crusaders. Obviously, it got them the first down, but it looked like Troop was all over Humes on that play. But nevertheless, he pulled it in, and it's a first down. So 3 plays and 3 passes for the Crusaders so far, and we still have Ken Root and Brian Frazzini in the backfield. And Kubiak back to throw. He's under pressure, and he's going to go down. Down he goes. That's going to be a 6-yard loss. A big sack there, big defensive play for the Bay City Brahmas.
Well, that's 4 passing plays in a row, and the Brahmas were just prepared for that when they had everybody going in on that play. It was good defensive penetration. There's not a lot you can do if you're in that situation, and Bob Kubiak just had to tuck it in and take the hits. That brings up a 2nd and 17 for the Crusaders.
Kubiak up to the line of scrimmage. He's in a passing formation, and he'll drop back. Here comes the linebacker to blitz, and this ball is on the money. It is going to be... It is complete. Kevin Humes once again for the Crusaders, and that's going to be well shy of a first down. This will bring up a 3rd and 6 situation, an 11-yard pass play for the Crusaders. So once again, 3rd down, and they have yet to run the ball tonight.
The Crusaders don't seem to have a lot of confidence in the running game. Apparently, their backs are good blockers, but I think they like to rely on a run. I'd like to see what one of the backs can do out of the offense as far as catching the ball.
Here's Kubiak throwing to McCardle, number 9, over the middle, and it was in and out of his hands. In and out, and it's incomplete. And so the Crusaders will be brought to a 4th down situation. And Kubiak is coming off the field, so it looks like the Crusaders will have to kick it away. The Crusaders and the Brahmas met earlier in this season, most recently 2 weeks ago, and the final score in that one, 13-9, one of the Crusaders' closer games. And in that game, Kubiak put the ball up 34 times. He was 19 and 34 for 270 yards and 2 touchdowns. Back to kick for the Crusaders, number 3, Tim Kirchmer, and he gets away a good high punt. Not very far, but plenty of hang time, no fair catch. And the return man for the Brahmas won't go far. That's number 14, and that's Brian Sullivan. He plays wide receiver for the Brahmas.
Okay, Mark Bozo really showed his talents on that one as he made the tackle as well as playing defensive or tight end. Shows he can play defense. Seems like he's a pretty good athlete, Ben.
Well, we'll see. We've got plenty of action left tonight to see what kind of an athlete he is. Setting up the offense now for the Brahmas at quarterback we have number 12, Ben Haller. And we'll get the rest of the offense in just a moment. He's going to roll out to his right and throw complete to the tight end, and that'll be a first down. Can't see who it is over there, but that should be a first down for the Brahmas. Brian Sullivan, number 14, made the catch. Bickerstaff on the tackle for the Crusaders, and it is a first down for Bay City. That will take them out to their, looks like they're 35, yes, the 35-yard line. First down and 10 to go with 9 minutes left here in the first quarter. No score, the Crusaders versus the Bay City Brahmas for the championship of the Eastern Conference of the MCFL. Here's a handoff inside. And number 7 for the Brahmas is going to roll for about 5 yards. That's Herb Stoneman. And nothing really opened up on that play, but he managed to get good yardage nevertheless. 2nd and 5 is the situation coming up. Well, in the regular season in the MCFL this year, the Crusaders finished first in scoring with a 31.7 points per game average, and also first in scoring defense, allowing only 6 points per game. Bay City finished second in both categories. So definitely the class of the Eastern Conference here in this game. The quarterback, Ben Haller, with the pitch out now, inside and nowhere. Nothing's going to open up for number 7, Herb Stoneman. Once again, the ball carrier. And, Mike, that's an example of how tenacious the Crusader defense can be.
Well, that's what they were saying before the ball game, is that their defense has really kept them going so far this year. The offense has been kind of inconsistent. I can probably see why with how much passing that they do. If you're off, you're off, and if you're on. But it looks like their defense is their definite backbone to their team.
So it's 3rd and 5, and Haller steps up to the line of scrimmage in I formation. He takes the snap. He's going to roll out to his left, throws over the top to number 1, Jerry Garrison, and that'll be a first down. He goes out of bounds at midfield, the 50-yard line.
Jerry Terrence, brought down by number 2, Lansing Crusaders for a Brahma first down.
Who's got that flat?
Well, Garrison was open all the way on that one, Mike. Perhaps someone missed their assignment, but in any event, it's a first down and 10 situation for Bay City. In the backfield for the Brahmas, number 42, Chris Williams, and number 7, Herb Stoneman. Haller takes the snap, gives it right to Williams, off right tackle, and he's going nowhere. Williams is a big ball player. He's 6 foot 230, and that makes him tough to bring down, but he only got about a yard on that play before he was stopped. 2nd down and about 9 yards to go now for Bay City.
I tell you, Ben, just for this being a charity football game, these guys are very, very intense. They're playing for free, so you'd never know it seeing the action on the field.
Okay, 2nd and 9, and Haller with an I formation behind him. He's going to roll out to his right. He's got a man wide open, number 1, by the sideline. He'll hit him easily. That'll be a first down. And that's Jerry Garrison. And again, he was open all the way. I guess they cleared out a zone on that one, Mike.
Yeah, they did. They tried to pull Garrison over to the right side and have him one-on-one, and it worked out to perfection as the defensive backs were pulled towards the sidelines of the Crusaders.
So it'll be first down and 10 for Bay City now. 40-yard line of the Crusaders. Coming wide to the left for Bay City, number 14. That's Brian Sullivan. And in the slot will be number 1, Jerry Garrison. I'll bet he'll roll out to the left here. Let's watch for the rollout. Haller turns and gives up the middle to Stoneman, and Stoneman will get maybe a yard. They might give him 2 yards on that. Herb Stoneman, the ball carrier. And as they unpile things, the officials will set the ball at about a 2-yard gain on that play. So it will be 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, Ben, it looks like the officials are letting them play a little bit today. Seeing a couple good shots in there. And that's good to see. You know, sometimes these officials can get carried away with the flag.
I'll see him coming your way!
Well, we're up here in the broadcast booth, Mike, with everybody else. And so some of the background noise you hear are the coaches up here and the official timekeeper. Okay, Haller with a 2nd and 8 situation. He's going to drop back. A flag is down on the left side of the line of scrimmage. A pass over the middle, incomplete. And some late contact there. Joe Costello bumping into number 88 for the Bay City Brahmas. And that is Gary Nidzwiecki. But no call on that. The flag, however, went just as the ball is snapped, and that usually means illegal procedure. We'll see what the signal is. Well, the preliminary call has the penalty against the Crusaders, and indeed it is a 5-yard mark-off against Lansing. And that was for offsides.
Well, as soon as I put my foot in my mouth, Ben, they call a penalty.
Well, that's the first penalty of the game, a 5-yarder against Lansing, and that'll make it 2nd down and 4. First quarter action, no score, but Bay City is on the move. And they are inside Crusader territory. Number 12, Haller, the quarterback, takes the snap, and he's going to give to number 7, Herb Stoneman, and he goes nowhere. Absolutely nothing doing there, Mike. The Crusaders, for the past 4 years, have finished first in the MCFL in scoring defense, and as I said earlier, have given up only 6 points per game this year. So that means 1 touchdown in 4 quarters, and it won't be easy for Bay City as they face this 3rd and 4 situation.
No, they're going to have to try to rely on trickery as far as scoring on offense. There's no way they're going to be able to run a ball against Lansing Crusaders because the Crusaders dominate on the run.
Haller is back to throw now, and he's having trouble finding anybody open. Goes to the sidelines and overthrows number 14, Brian Sullivan. He had some time, and he had a man open, but he couldn't hook up. So now it'll be 4th down and 4 yards to go. The ball is spotted at the Lansing Crusader 34-yard line, and we'll see if Bay City might try and kick this one through. Number 12, the quarterback, Ben Haller, is back in punt formation. Number 7, Herb Stoneman, is blocking for him, but also number 5, Jim Wenzel, is wide on the left. And Haller with the ball. He will punt it, and it's high. Looks like it'll drop down inside the 20. It does. It's going to go towards the end zone, and it'll make it inside for a touchback. So with 5 minutes and 9 seconds left in the first quarter, there is no score on the clock. Michigan Charity Football League playoff action. The Lansing Crusaders versus the Bay City Brahmas on Lansing Cable TV.
Lansing.
Well, you'll have to get that. Okay.
I guess we can just use it up.
The Crusaders now with the ball on their own 20-yard line, and they have yet to attempt a running play. Kubiak again dropping back to throw, and he's looking over the middle, and there was a little bit of a mix-up there. Mark Bozo cut left, and that's exactly where the ball wound up, was right at his feet where he had cut. Also into the game now for the Crusaders, number 86, Bo Newberry.
Yeah, Scott Smith on that play for Bay City almost came up with an interception.
Well, sooner or later, Lansing's going to have to run the ball. Although they haven't yet, they've got a couple of good running backs. And now, number 8 is in the game, and that is Joe Clifford for the Crusaders at a running back position. And again, Kubiak to throw, and he's going to go down, but there's Clifford. And he's got some running room on the far side of the field. He picked up about 20 yards on that, and that's a typical Lansing Crusaders play. They made something out of less than nothing.
Yeah, Clifford, 5'8", 170-pounder from Oakness. Really got his wheels turned up the field on that one. He looked like a quick bugger. Kind of reminded me of maybe Joe Howard or someone like that from Notre Dame.
Well, that's the closest the Crusaders have come to a running play tonight, being that the receiver was a running back, and Kubiak almost ate the ball once again. Clifford will stay in at the up back position. No, they're going to switch now to a pro set. The other running back is 28, Ken Root, and he'll take the ball around the right side. He'll pick up about 4 yards. So the Crusaders with their first running play of the game.
Yeah, that was a simple pitch out to the right. Man, nothing real tough about that play, but it did get some yards, so it's nice to see. Is that an inadvertent flag?
Yeah, we missed that. It's not inadvertent. It is a penalty flag, and it looks like it'll be against the Crusaders. This is going to be another 5-yarder, and we'll wait for the call, and it is offsides. So the Crusaders a little bit jumpy again tonight.
I don't know who jumped the gun on that one, Ben, but I didn't see it.
It was on the far side of the field. I have a feeling it was the wide receiver on the far side of the field. First quarter action, 4 minutes to go. Still no score in this ball game. Yet to see a big play. Number 86, Bo Newberry, is wide on the near side, and number 87, Kevin Hume, is wide on the far side. As the Crusaders get set, we have number 28, Ken Root, and number 8, Joe Clifford in the backfield. Kubiak back. He's looking for Newberry on the near side. He's got him, but Bo's going to have to get away from 1-2 men, and he'll go down. But a 5-yard pickup for Bo Newberry.
Yeah, Newberry put a nice move on T.J. Troop on that play. Cut in, twirled around, and went around him, and it was a good offensive maneuver.
Well, Newberry this year with only 14 receptions, if you can believe that, but that was good for 227 yards and 3 touchdowns. Newberry and Marshall Dill in past years have been the top receivers along with Mark Bozo on this team, but this year it was Kevin Humes and Mark McCardle along with Mark Bozo. Kubiak once again back to throw, and he's going to look over towards Humes. He's got him, and that's going to be a first down. Humes struggles all the way to the 45-yard line. That's the closest we've seen to a big play.
Yeah, if Humes could have kept his balance, although that would have been really difficult, he might have gone all the way. He had his momentum and simply just dove forward for extra yardage.
Kevin Humes this year with almost 25% of the Crusaders' aerial yardage, 538 yards, 6 touchdowns, and 33 catches in the regular season. So he's Bob Kubiak's favorite target. So first down and 10 at the 45-yard line now. Kubiak with the pitch now to Root around the right end. He'll go right down behind the line of scrimmage is where his knee made contact, and that's where they'll mark it.
You have a nose guard, Ed LaBerge for Bay City, backed up as if he's playing linebacker, and then blitzed, which kind of you got good penetration, and that forced Lansing to come around the end.
So that will be second and about 11 yards now for the Crusaders near midfield. And I have a feeling that the Crusaders are going to pull something out of their hat on this play. Humes wide on the far side, Newberry wide on the near side. Kubiak going back to throw. He's looking for Newberry. No, he's got Mark Bozo, but he overthrew him. And Mark Bozo a little bit slow getting up. Mark Bozo this year with 31 catches, 300 yards, and 6 touchdowns.
The Brahmas are doing a lot of stunning, Ben, and if the Crusaders could catch them off balance, they might go all the way in a big play.
Well, this is what I think will happen sooner or later. The Crusaders are most typically a big plays type of a ball club, and they like to throw the ball. As evidenced tonight, they've only run the ball twice. Oftentimes, when they do complete the long one, it goes all the way. Bo Newberry, Kevin Humes, and Mark Bozo, the receivers in the set as Kubiak drops back, and he's looking for Bo Newberry deep, and he might have him, and he does, and Newberry is going to go all the way. There it is. That's what they were looking for. A big play from Bo Newberry, who hasn't had the big year this season, but he made it look simple once again.
Yeah, he just had Mark Bozo and Mark McDardle just pull in, and there's a flag on the play?
Well, there's a flag, but they're talking to Bob Kubiak, and it looks like it'll be against Bay City. That will, of course, be declined. Let's watch as it happens. I didn't see when the flag went down. It's declined. The touchdown is good, and it is 6-0 Crusaders as they get ready to attempt the extra point. That's what I was talking about, Mike. It looks simple from up here, doesn't it?
Yeah, it sure is. Like I said, you know, you were saying that too. It's just a matter of time, and they got the middle open. It was a simple post pattern by Newberry, and he was wide open and easily scored.
Number 3, Tim Kirchmer, a 6'4", 190-pound kicker out of Dayton, Ohio, and he's up in the Lansing area now and playing for the Crusaders, attempting the extra point. Here's the snap. The kick is up, and it is good. So with 2 minutes left in the first period, the Lansing Crusaders have taken a 7-0 lead over the Bay City Brahmas in Michigan Charity Football League action on Lansing, Cable Channel 36. Kirchmer kicking off now to the Brahmas, and this is a good kick down to about the 6-yard line. Number 10 with the ball for Bay City, and he's getting some blocking, and he's going to go all the way out to the 37-yard line. That's Chuck Gordon.
25 yards.
And he's a wide receiver on offense and a very good return on a good kick. The only problem with that kick, Mike, was it was more of a line drive, and it gave them plenty of time to set up their kick return. It didn't hang very much.
Yeah, he got a quick jump on that, and he was able to drive upfield here on the 40-yard line. You either like to hit the ball low on the ground and hard, give the defense some time to get down there real high.
Jerry Garrison is wide on the near side for Bay City, and number 14, Brian Sullivan, wide on the far side. An I formation. Haller gives now to the up back, number 23. This is a new player. Well, he won't go anywhere. He'll go about 1, maybe 2 yards. That's Carl Norris for Bay City, and he didn't get very far. Not very far at all. So it will be second down and about 8 yards to go now for Bay City.
Tell you, Ben, here at Olivet High School, the fans are starting to come in. The attendance is up, definitely. They're probably pretty excited about this game.
Second down and 8 now for Bay City, and Haller is going to roll out to his right. He likes to roll out, he likes to throw, and he does to number 1, Jerry Garrison. And the Crusaders think that he was out of bounds, but the officials think otherwise. And that is good for a first down. At midfield for Bay City now, the 48-yard line.
Okay, Bay City trying to get some penetration here. First and 10. Bay City is going to definitely have to mix it up, though, against the Crusaders. That looks like what they're trying to do.
First down and 10 now, time winding out in the first period. The quarterback, Haller, for Bay City is going to fake a handoff, and Joe Costello is going to eat him up alive in the backfield. Joe Costello, number 0 for the Crusaders. A Lansing O'Rafferty graduate. He went to Central Michigan, and he runs this ball club on the field. He's the defensive captain, and he does all the work behind the scenes. And a great play there by Costello to get inside with the penetration and make the tackle.
Yeah, Costello looks like he pretty much does everything on defense. He's pretty much a free floater, as they would say.
Well, Costello has 2 interceptions this year, and he is the number 5 leading tackler on the team. It is second and 15, and Haller's going to drop way back. It's a draw play now to number 23, the man who just came in for Bay City. He's going to get some extra yardage on the tackle, and that's Carl Norris. And it will not be enough for a first down, but it was a good gain for Bay City. Time has run out now in the first period, and if there's nothing wrong with that play, that will be it for the first period of action. And it is. At the end of the first quarter, it is 7-0 Crusaders, getting ready now for second period action in the Michigan Charity Football League playoffs here on cable channel 36.
Right.
Third down and 5 now for Bay City, going the opposite way as Haller gives to the big man, number 23. That's Carl Norris, and he's going to be just shy of the first down, apparently. They're going to call timeout to measure this, but, well, it's going to be very close. They're going to give him the first down, Mike. They're going to give him the first down.
There's some complaints over on the Crusaders' side, and I can see why.
It didn't look from where he stopped like it was going to be far enough, but the spot gave him the first down, and so it is. So they're at the 41-yard line now, first and 10 situation. Haller, the quarterback, with an I formation behind him. And he runs, and there's the flag immediately, and he's going to go deep to number 1, and this is going to be picked off. It is. It is picked off. L.C. Benson with the interception, but we have to see what the flag was all about. It's going to be against Bay City, so the interception is good. The Crusaders will take over possession at the 12-yard line, at their own 12-yard line.
L.C. made a great play on that. He played that just like as if he was the receiver. He turned at the right time and made a nice interception. It looked like the wide receiver for Bay City gave up on the ball, though.
Well, I think he was just robbed, Mike. I don't think he necessarily gave up, but the defender, Benson, had excellent position on him, and he just played it perfectly and made the pick. Coming over wide on the near side now for the Crusaders, number 9, Mark McCardle. And Bo Newberry wide on the far side. Kubiak dropping back, going right over to McCardle. He's got one man to beat. If he can get by him, he's going to try and outwheel him, and now he's got some room on the sidelines. He's finally run out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Now, that's the type of play that they used to routinely run to Bo Newberry. And Newberry always took advantage of a one-on-one situation with the ball in his hands. This time, though, it was Mark McCardle. So first down now for the Crusaders.
Yeah, that little outlet pass is a great play if you got a wide receiver or slot end or whatever, because he can use his speed and his moves to get out and open.
Joe Clifford, number 8, and number 22, Brian Frazzini in the backfield. The pitch now is to Frazzini. He's going to go to his right, and he's crossing the line of scrimmage. He's going to get about 5 yards on the play. And that was a tough 5 yards, Mike. The Crusaders like to get their yardage a little bit easier in the air, but he had to work for it. And with the absence of Greg Dalton this year, Brian Frazzini has been the big touchdown man for the Crusaders. 3 touchdowns this year on 34 carries.
I guess you'd call Frazzini a jiggerbug on that one. He just, or jitterbug, excuse me, as he simply did that almost all on his own.
Second down and 5. Kubiak looking over his offense. Looks like he's calling it at the line of scrimmage. He's going to pitch immediately to number 8, Joe Clifford, and Joe Clifford eats the ball upon impact.
Terry Rollins just made a phenomenal play. He just was in his face as soon as he got the ball. I think he had a countdown on that one, Ben.
Well, Rollins, the defensive end, did exactly what he's supposed to do on that play, which is penetrate 3 yards and wait to see what happens. And, of course, once he was inside the backfield, he was looking at the ball carrier right in front of him, so he simply made the tackle. But a good defensive play, and that will put the Crusaders into a 3rd and 9 situation. I'd look for Bo Newberry, who is wide on the far side in this play, and Kubiak's looking at him also. No, he's looking back now to McCardle. Over the middle now to Clifford, and Clifford may score. Well, a bit premature in saying he might score. He was not really at full speed when he caught the ball, but nevertheless, once again, the Crusaders make the big play on a 3rd down and long situation. They go over the middle to a back coming out of the backfield, and that's something they don't do very often.
Well, that was a beautifully executed play. He looked right, looked left, and then Clifford kind of delayed over the middle on that play.
We've got a timeout on the field of play now with 9.5 minutes left in the second period. It is 7-0 the Crusaders over the Bay City Brahmas in Michigan Charity Football League action here on Lansing Cable 36.
Okay, let's start getting in.
Kubiak with Clifford and Frazzini in the backfield, and he's going to drop back to throw. It looks like it might be a screen pattern. It looks like he might just go down, and he will go down at the 45-yard line. A flag goes down with him, and this could be a roughing the quarterback call. That's all it could look like to me, Mike, would be a roughing the passer.
Or possibly, no, this is possibly a face mask. If you look,
could have been a face mask. We'll have to see. And it is. It was a face mask, and so the sack will be good, but the face mask penalty will make up for most of it. And no, it won't. They're only going to call it a 5-yard face mask. Well, that means it's an inadvertent face mask penalty. The official felt that it was not a flagrant violation, and so only 5 yards are assessed. Nevertheless, it puts the Crusaders deep in a hole now. They have got 2nd down and 25 yards to go. So Kubiak will drop back to throw, and he's going to throw over to the sideline to McCardle. Yeah. And McCardle has it. A good pickup, well short of the 1st down, but just about a 20-yard pickup, maybe 17, 18 yards on that. And so that will bring up a 3rd down and 5. 3rd down and 4.
Someone's got to stop that Terry Rollins. He's all over the field for the Brahmas.
Well, we lost 10 yards there, Mike. It's 3rd down and 14, not 3rd down and 4. So Kubiak now dropping back and right over the middle and picked off by number 56.
Rollins. Terry Rollins.
Terry Rollins.
He's been all over the field, Ben. He's been everywhere.
Well, you know, it wasn't like Bozo was out of position. He was just double-teamed. They knew to look for Bozo on a play like that. And